let's discuss the concept of masking in case of NumPy arrays. Okay, so the term masking actually comes from, like, to my mind, it actually comes from the networking side, where the concept masking involves filtering out something. Okay, on the basis of the criteria, we decide what to keep, what not to keep. Okay, that's filtering is what masking means. Okay, for example, let's first talk about in 1D NumPy arrays. Okay, suppose I have 8, 4, 2. Let's make it 9. Okay, and if I simply do a1 equals to np dot array a, okay, let's have a1. Okay, now suppose I want to create a NumPy array, making sure that I only store the even elements from the original NumPy array. How I can actually do is I can use the concept of masking. So if you think about it, it is very similar to one of the concepts I've taught you in the Python chapter, in the Python course, which was filtering in case of functional programming. Map, filter, reduce, we have studied this, right? So filter was acting very similar to the concept of masking. Okay, so basically, first let me give you an idea. So what happens is if you create a list, okay, if you create a list of true and false, okay, let's say I'm just giving you the background idea about what masking is. Okay, so let's say binary equals to true, false, 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 true. Just understand the concept. Okay, I'll tell you, everything will make sense. Okay, and if I give this inside the array, okay, so if I do a1 of binary, so basically a1 of this list of true and false, okay, what happens is it returns me a NumPy array filtering out only those index values where this boolean value is true. Simple, same as the concept of filter, okay, where you are filtering out only that data which is having this masking as true. Okay, so in short, you have to imagine masking as doing this. You have to imagine masking as doing this. Okay, so why you are getting 4 and 2? Because you are only having true at first index and last index, so that's why. If I make this, if I copy this, and if I make, let's say, this as true, so you will also get this 8. You will also get this 8. Okay, so if you think about it, have I actually done a code that I was talking about, which is to have only the even elements from the original NumPy array? Yes. Okay, now let me tell you, you can store this in some NumPy array b, okay, so that your a1 is not impacted. Okay, so b is going to give you 4, 8, 2, but your a1 will remain intact, unchanged. Okay, see, now we don't write like this in industry. Okay, this is just for explanation purpose. So how do we write this in industry? Let me tell you. So this is your a1. Now if you remember, in the very first lecture I told you that you can perform element wise operations in NumPy arrays. Okay, so if you do a1 greater than, let's say, so for now a1 mod 2 equals to 0. Okay, so this is a NumPy array instead of a number, and you are performing mod 2 equals to 0 operation over it. So if I run this, what you get is true, false, true, false, true. Are you getting it? So it is saying mod 2 equals to 0 is true for first element, false for second element, and so on. Fascinating, right? But you are just writing list NumPy array name here. You are not writing every element in a loop. That's not. Those days are gone. Those days are gone in your Python days, right? Both are useful, but here we are talking about NumPy. Okay, so now I will merge these two concepts. Okay, I want to give this NumPy array as index to my original numpy array, which was a1. So I will say b equals to a1, and in bracket, to get this, I can simply copy this code. Initially, it can get a bit overwhelming, but with time, you will be pro at it. Okay, you will be really, really pro at it. Okay, so now if you print b, my dear friends, you get the answer that you're looking for. Okay, so this is a simple code to create a numpy array storing only the even elements of the original numpy array. Suppose I copy this, okay, and if I put 1 here, what will I get? Correct, a numpy array b storing only the odd elements of the original numpy array. And you can just play around with this. Okay, for example, if I copy this and if I put a condition here, a1 greater than b. Okay, first let me print a1. So if I put a condition, let's say a1 greater than 4, so it will only now create a numpy array which satisfies this criteria: a1 greater than 4, 7, 8, 9. 4 and 2 got filtered out, and the sequence is also maintained, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you are actually writing a condition where you used to put index in Python. I know you have traveled a very, very long way. Congrats on that. So just play around with this, try to write your own conditions. Okay, try to filter out negative numbers, positive numbers, and all those things. I hope this was useful. See you in the next session. Thank you. Hey, I hope you have enjoyed the lecture and got to learn something from it. For well-structured guidance and live doubt sessions, you can check out the link in the description below. And the best part about it is that it's completely for free. So keep upskilling yourself, and we wish you all the very best for your journey. Take care.